Αγαπητοί φίλοι και φίλες, καλησπέρα. Σήμερα φιλοξενούμε τον καλλιτέχνη Zenon Jepras, με τον οποίο θα μιλήσουμε για την καλλιτεχνική του πορεία και την επερχόμενη προσωπική έκθεση, η οποία θα πραγματοποιηθεί στην ύπατη αρμοστία Κύπρου στο Λονδίνο. Good evening, Zeno. It's really nice to have you with us today.
It's a pleasure, thank you.
Before, just to begin with, can you tell us a bit about your background and your inspiration about these beautiful, colorful creations that you are making?
I can't really tell you where the inspiration comes from, to be honest. It's I've always had more of an issue deciding what not to do rather than what to put in my paintings. I just collect images and references, ideas, stories from myth, from history, from personal family background, and I make images, I make drawings, a lot of drawings, and the ultimate aim is to construct some kind of story. That's what they are, really. They're pictures that tell stories.
So how do you choose the themes or elements of your paintings? I mean, you just get inspired as you are going along?
Yes, as I'm going along, I always find that I tend to work in series, so I make a series of works that belong to a particular theme. Mm-hmm. And then there's always one which stands out and which is, is a point of departure with which I can then move on from it to make another series of works. Mm-hmm. And it carries on like that. The themes tend to choose me. It's just whatever I'm thinking about, whatever I'm reading, seeing, just being present.
Are they always so colorful? I love colors, by the way.
Yes, I think so. I've always used color more for its emotional and symbolic significance rather than any kind of representational or natural accuracy. That I'm not interested in that, really.
Yes, that's great.
About the power. All colors have a symbolism. They mean something in one way or another, and they always pack a punch that I can use.
Thank you. That sounds good. Now, you studied both painting at the Glasgow School of Art and critical studies at Goldsmiths College in London. How have these different educational experiences influenced your artistic development?
I think so. I like to do quite a lot of critical reading and just visual analysis, I suppose, of other painters' works, the historical canon of art. Artists they deal in changing the way that we see the world, and that can become very complex. But in a painting, you can simplify things and make ideas and images which are apparently quite straightforward and simple, but yet have a different meaning, and therefore allow you to see the world a different way.
Mm-hmm. I think that your paintings, they tell a story. I mean, that's what I think, because they look so busy, so colorful, and it looks to me as if you're trying to tell us something important.
Honestly, it's more a case of the painting trying to tell me something.
Oh.
And I'm not always aware of what that is. I know I have a vague idea of what I'm painting about because I know what references and what elements, what images will fit to make this particular composition. But the way they come together to tell us a kind of story is a bit of a mystery to me. It reveals itself sometimes as it goes along, and sometimes a long time afterwards, and sometimes other people tell me what the story is about, and I might agree.
That's so interesting.
Honestly, that's the joy of it. That is part of the fun. To start off with a vague idea and then get closer and closer to what the real story is.
Thank you. And throughout your career, your works have been displayed in many prestigious collections, including the Cypriot State Collection of Contemporary Art and the Luciano Benetton Collection. How does it feel to have your work recognized by such important institutions?
Well, it's an honor to be recognized by institutions like that, especially in Cyprus. Which I have a very, very close, long connection with. But honestly, I don't really think about it too much. The life of the work is while I am making it in the studio, and then once I've decided it's done, or it decides it's done, it's out the door and on to the next one. And then it's for other people to decide what happens to it. And I'm thrilled and honored, as I said, with about what comes afterwards if it's a success. But honestly, my mind is on to the next one.
It's nice that you said that it feels good when it's recognized, especially by Cyprus, in Cyprus.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, Cyprus is my background, my family history. Almost everything that I paint about contains some sort of reference or linkage to Cyprus and its many, many issues and its people and the way it's changed.
There is love.
So yes, absolutely, and I'm there almost all the time. I split my time pretty much equally here and there.
Sorry, yes. If I'm not mistaken, you live in Wales now?
No. I live in South London, in Herne Hill.
South London. Sorry, yes.
I say I live here. This is where my house is, but I spend a lot of time in Limbia as well, which is where my family is from.
I can see your bedroom, your room. It's quite colorful as well, so that's nice. It looks great.
Yes, you should see the rest of the place.
Now, your upcoming exhibition at the Cyprus High Commission in UK, in London, which is going to be on the 20th of May.
That's right.
Could you share a bit about what to expect from the exhibition and the themes you'll be exploring?
Yes, well, the theme of the show that I've given it is, the title that I've given it is Relocations, Μετακόμισης. And it's really a reference to, the way that we often choose to move from one place to another, or maybe are fleeing or forced to, or because we're going on holiday and we are taking a long trip, a long journey. So it's a show about journeys, but also about the baggage that we carry along the way. Sometimes literally the baggage, the stuff, the things that we might want to take with us because they are important to us, because they contain emotions, memories, and we don't want to lose those memories, but also a lot of emotional baggage as well that we are either taking with us or trying to get away from. So there are lots of psychological avenues as well that are being explored in the show. But if you look at them, they probably won't make much sense as well, because they are, like almost all the rest of my work, quite theatrical. They look like a load of character actors who are assuming a role, acting on a stage. And sometimes it's theatre of the absurd. There's a lot of absurdism, because life can be like that. Life can be very strange and difficult to get to grips with.
Yes, I mean, it's quite true. This even if you're going on holiday, I mean, it's sometimes some of us, it's like a relocation. The material stuff we are carrying with us, but also, as you said, the emotional what we are carrying inside us. Sometimes we say, okay, I have to go away to clear my mind or to escape even for a while from the problems, but we still carry everything with us,
Oh, yes. I mean, especially these days, to embark upon a long journey is something that human beings have always done. We've always migrated, and these terms have become quite loaded recently. And I wanted to explore in these paintings exactly, what is the nature of these ideas of journeying, of fleeing, of maybe just taking a long holiday, a journey of self-discovery, for example. It all stems really from a journey that my family made when we were when I was 5 years old. The whole family packed into the car and drove from South Wales, where I grew up, to Corfu, where my mother is from, and it just so happened that the year was 1974, and so this obviously completely I was unaware of the terrible effect this was having on my father, whose mind was obviously elsewhere.
That's
Uh,
very interesting, yes.
yeah.
And I mean, it's interesting that you still remember, it made an impact, that
Oh,
experience.
absolutely. I think about it. The sights, the sounds. I think the whole thing took about a month or 6 weeks or something like that. I don't know. But and the music. My mother's mixtapes of Greek folk songs, and the places that we visit, because we took probably quite a scenic route. I remember visiting the Acropolis in Athens en route. I think I had my fifth birthday in Sarajevo in Bosnia. So yeah, it
Mhm,
was a long journey. It was
mhm.
I don't know if it was defining, but it's it certainly had a big effect on me. Yeah.
Yes. Would you say that it's like self-therapy for you when you are painting?
No, no,
No.
painting is no therapy. It's too difficult.
Because some people they say
Drawing is sometimes therapy. You can just relax. I can just relax while drawing. But
relaxation.
painting itself is it's too taxing. It's a process of constant decision making.
Okay.
So it's yeah, no, it's mentally taxing. It's too mentally taxing to be therapy for me anyway.
Right. And what does it mean for you to have your exhibition at such a prestige place at the
Well,
Cyprus High Commission
I'm
in
absolutely
London?
delighted. Yes, I'm delighted, and it's a great honor to be presenting some works in the Cyprus High Commission, and also the building where it's situated, which is absolutely incredible, huge Georgian mansion. And I've never exhibited works in an interior space like that before. So I'm quite looking forward to how they will all look together, come together in a auspicious place like that.
And it's not long to go. It's on the 20th. So,
That's
and
right.
I'm sure you're ready.
I will be.
You
I'm
will
always
be.
ready. I do my best work when I'm up against a deadline.
Great. I'm sure you will be fine. Now, you are also awarded, some awards for your paintings. Would you like to tell us a bit about
Oh,
it and how it
um,
felt and how it happened?
honestly, awards are they couldn't be furthest from my mind. I mean, I received awards and such like when I was a student, which is useful because you need encouragement when you are starting out because the obstacles are many and very large, and there are lots of things that can discourage you. So to be, awarded with prizes when you're at an early stage in your career is important because it does give you the courage to carry on.
Thank you. And for those who might be new to your work, what would you like them to take away from your upcoming exhibition?
An idea of what, as I think I mentioned before, I really like it when people come to me and tell me what they believe the story is in the painting. Because there's quite a lot going on in each one. They're quite busy paintings. They're populated by, like I said, quite a lot of characters and things. And so there's a lot for people to look at. I like a painting that holds your attention for quite a long time, so that your eye can roam around it and then slowly decipher, work things out, and make up an idea of what the story is for you. And then I quite like it when people tell me what that is, because it might give me another idea as well.
So how many paintings? Because people will need lots of time to study each painting.
Oh, well, they're quite big. They're between like 1.5 to 2.5 meters in dimension. But there's 8 of them and 2 smaller ones, I hope.
How long does it take you to make a large painting, Zenon?
A lot longer these days than it used to.
And why is that?
Because I'm getting older, and as I told you, I only have a certain amount of time during the day, after which I'm just too tired to make sense of what I'm doing. So yeah, they take about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks now. I give myself 2 weeks, and after about 2 weeks, I'm starting to think this thing has outstayed its welcome, and better hurry up.
Right. So about the details, it's on the 20th of May.
20th of May, there's a private view and a presentation by the Consul General and the staff of the High Commission, and everyone's welcome. There is a link to reserve tickets on their website and on my Insta, and it's from 6 until 9 p.m. Tuesday the 20th, and it's open until the 12th of June.
Excellent. And I think we need to say that reservation is very important, to enter the premises of Cyprus High Commission. It's free, but they need to reserve. And as you said,
it's not like an ordinary space. It is.
Yes. So it's understandable.
Yes.
So they will need to give the name.
I need to make that clear to everyone I've invited, because I completely forgot to mention that.
That's fine.
So thank you for reminding me.
That's okay. And also they can find the link. Usually it's Eventbrite, which is also on social media. The cultural counselor, Marios Theocharous, he always posts the link on the cultural section of Cyprus High Commission. So there is a few options for people to reserve the place, and it's easy, it's straightforward.
Yes. There are also links to reserve tickets to weekly guided tour of the paintings by myself as well. I think they take place on Tuesday afternoons, I think, or Tuesday lunchtime, I think.
Oh, that's fantastic. That sounds good. So they can find further details.
Details of that also on the website, yeah.
Fantastic. Lovely. And anything else before I let you off to carry on with your work? Any special message?
Only I would pass on my thanks and gratitude to Marios Theocharous, who's done an absolutely great job. He's been very helpful, and he's a very generous man. And also the Consul General, or the Seos, who's also been very, very helpful and very understanding as well. And so, yes, I'm looking forward to the night. It's going to be great.
Excellent. Thank you, Zena. It was a pleasure to have you again. Wishing you the best, and I'm sure it's going to be a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Αγαπητοί φίλοι και φίλες, εμείς θα τα πούμε και πάλι σύντομα με ένα καινούριο θέμα και ένα καινούριο φιλοξενούμενο. Καλό σας βράδυ.